Hey everybody, MorbTron here. Today we are looking at a fusion rifle that's been in Destiny 2 since the game originally released. Way back then, it was a heavy weapon, but it's been re-released a few times, and it has been again. It's the main ingredient, because somebody at Bungie really likes this thing, I guess. I don't know. But this one is good until, well, a year from now. 1360 is its power limit, so this will be around for quite some time. And you can actually farm this thing in the menagerie still, and get a 1360 power drop. I don't know. It's out there. Again, the main ingredient. It's crazy. Crazy times here in Destiny 2 land. This roll that I specifically have, though, is pretty spicy. It's got the most stability you can have on it. It's got tap the trigger, it's got a stability battery, and a stability masterwork. And why does that matter? It makes the weapon more consistent. And right now, fusion rifles are the epitome of inconsistency when it comes to anything as far as weapons go. So let's just compare it once to the shotgun, okay? Let's just blam, you know, it's a shotgun, right? It's a circular pattern. It makes a circle out of pellets, right? A fusion rifle, it's random every single time you pull the trigger. You don't know what you're going to get with a fusion rifle. And I wish fusions were more consistent. Maybe one day, maybe someday, Bungie will make fusions consistent again. And I will say right now, yes, Air Intel is still a much better fusion than this, but when I'm talking about weapons that aren't getting sunset, this specific main ingredient, you know, get a good roll on one, it'll do you good if you're a fusion rifle fan like myself. Now in PvE, you're not going to catch anybody using a fusion rifle to do something like Grandmaster Nightfall, or 1080 Nightfall even, or like raid boss damage, because the damage, the DPS is just not there with fusion rifles. I hope that one day that will be the case, but it's just not. You know, if you're going for close range, shotguns are going to out DPS fusion rifles 9 times out of 10, just because you can just fire them continuously over and over again. You don't have to charge them up like a fusion rifle. So maybe one day we'll see fusion rifles kind of take charge again, and not in a broken way like Air Intel. But just more consistency would be nice. Because right now, you know, sometimes fusion rifle shots, they just disappear off into Narnia, off into space, or maybe like a little leprechaun comes by and just yoinks your fusion bolts out of the air when you're shooting at somebody. I don't know. But I really wish that there was more consistency with this weapon type. But let's hop into the Crucible, and we'll see how it does there, and just kind of talk about fusion rifles some more. Alright, so we're doing some Supremacy on Pacifica. Had a little bit of a rough start with the review. The weapon kind of not performing as it should have. Okay, handheld supernova. It's been a while since I've gotten killed by one of those, but we have managed to get a fusion rifle kill. So, fusion rifles right now in Destiny 2 currently are in kind of a weird state where they're about as consistent. They're not consistent. I don't know, I was trying to come up with an analogy. Bear with me here. I'm trying to concentrate, and I'm actually being able to win against auto rifles, mountaintops, and snipers. But right now, I mean, this fusion rifle has the most consistency it possibly can. And right there, like, it should have killed. That should have connected. But it didn't. I don't know why people are afraid of me right now. People should just be basically running at me since I'm using a fusion rifle, just because of how inconsistent they are. But this fusion has everything going for it that it possibly could. There, it did its job.
Keep it that way.
You know, sometimes the fusion rifle, it just works. You know, it was invented by Todd Howard, apparently. It just works. Other times it doesn't. And the consistency is very inconsistent at best. But it feels good when it does work. You know, when the stars align, it's fantastic. I just wish that fusion rifle... Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Oh, I'm dead. I wish that fusion rifles had the consistency that other special weapons do. Even shotguns are more consistent than fusions. And this being kind of the best it can be as far as consistency goes with its... Oh, I'm very dead. I'm very dead for multiple reasons. Multiple reasons here. Okay, yep. That was 2 supers, heavy, and some guy using a night watch that apparently lives in Russia. I mean, this fusion rifle feels good. That's, oh, geez, another sniper. That is coming from somebody that has used fusions in Destiny 2, you know, since launch, basically. I've been a fusion rifle fan. Oh, okay, the mountaintop. But then there's things like mountaintop and any sniper. They're going to be more consistent. They're going to land their shots as long as you can aim. But sometimes on a fusion rifle, you shoot and nothing happens. You can literally shoot at somebody running, like strafing you, or a Suros will shoot you literally through a wall, and there's nothing you can do about it. It is the most frustrating thing in the world. So if you want to get frustrated as all hell, use this weapon. But I cannot recommend using a fusion rifle right now in Crucible. I just honestly cannot. Sometimes like that, they're really, really good. But if you want consistency in a fusion rifle, like legitimate consistency, use something like a Bastion or a Jotun or Telesto. Like legendary fusion rifles, unless you're using the ones that are getting sunset, like my Erentil, still consistent as hell. But for whatever reason, Bungie had to nerf every single fusion rifle into the ground in order to nerf... I'm dead. In order to nerf one fusion rifle, which just makes... Fusion rifles are non-existent right now in the Crucible. You never see anybody using a legendary fusion rifle, ever. You know, Bastion, Jotun, Telesto, yeah, sure, you see them, because they're the only ones that are consistent. I don't know, I guess that's all I have to say about this fusion rifle. It's the most consistent it can be, and it's still not enough. The fusion bolt spread pattern needs to be more consistent, just across the board, for literally every fusion rifle. There we go, that's how you do that. You get a free grenade, too. I don't know, it just feels... What am I stuck on here? Hello, you stood completely still for me. That's a night watch. Why? And I'm on a super. There we go. So the match is almost done, but that's what I have to say, unfortunately. I would say get yourself one. You know, get yourself a couple rolls, because eventually fusion rifles will get buffed, and this fusion rifle, specifically the main ingredient, is going to be good for another year still. So we're going to have some time. Hopefully in that time, fusion rifles will get a little bit of love from Bungie, because right now you don't see them represented in Crucible just because of their severe inconsistencies, and you don't see them used that much at all in PvE either, because their damage compared to shotguns, it doesn't make sense to use a fusion rifle unless it's an exotic. So unless you're using Bastion, Telesto, or Jotun, apparently don't bother, according to Bungie. Might as well equip that mountaintop, equip an auto rifle, and go to town, because right now, that's the only thing Bungie knows how to do, is make the best weapons, or the easiest weapons in the game, the best weapons in the game. So, that is it, unfortunately. Ending it on a kind of a sad note. I've got 90 kills on this roll, and it's fresh. I mean, when it's consistent, it's great. But when it's not, when the RNG rolls against you and the fusion bolts go to Narnia and you're left standing there with a Guardian at half health or more for no reason, it sucks. It sucks real bad. It feels terrible. But yeah, that is it. That is it for this video. So if you want to show your support on the video, hit the like button for me. If you want fusion rifles to get buffed hit the like button. There we go. I'll pander for likes. Why not? If you're new here, subscribe for more Destiny 2 content, but do not forget to have a good day, everybody, and I'll catch you all next time.